Hey ladies and gentlemen, today we have an interesting story. It's about euthanasia happening right now in Canada, and it's kind of horrible.
For Christine Gauthier, the fight to get a wheelchair lift in her home has been an uphill battle.
I have to crawl down the stairs on my butt with the wheelchair in front of me to be able to access my house.
While pleading her case to a Veterans Affairs case manager over the phone in 2019, she was told something that would leave her feeling shocked.
If things are so hard at this point and you just can't keep going on, and you know we can assist you with aid to die.
And she's not the only one.
So as you can see, just like my previous video that I did maybe a few weeks back, the guy had no money to pay his house. He might kick them out of the house. And he was super depressed, and yeah, they offered him, hey, you want to get mated? Medical assisted in dying. And I was like, really? If you're sad you're gonna lose a house or whatever, you're gonna get mated? Do you know how many people or friends of mine you should have mated? That doesn't make any sense. You got a hero, an army veteran that fought for you, and suddenly they ask, hey man, I just want to be a little more comfortable in my house. They're already managing. They can bomb the butts on the stairs, don't go down. I think they're good. It's a little weird that you don't want to do it, but you need to understand the community. No, let's get mated. The guy that almost lost his house, people found out, GoFundMe gave him money, he felt happy, it was bearable. People need community. Government doesn't support community. That's on you. But if you don't have a family, we'll help you. And the way we help you, if you don't like it, we help. Woman features in pro-euthanasia commercial wanted to live, says friends. You're gonna be like, what are you talking about? Don't you remember the commercials about the lady that wants to see bubbles?
Last breaths are sacred. When I imagine my final days, I see bubbles. I see the ocean. I see music. Even now, as I seek help to end my life, there is still so much beauty. You just have to be brave enough to see it.
Yeah, she had to be brave. A gangster, right? Only for us to find out she didn't want to be brave. Her friend said she didn't want to go. Like more than 1 million British Columbians, Hatch was left without primary care after her family doctor moved away. And so, after her Alzheimer's done lost diagnosis 10 years ago, Hatch's treatment had largely consisted of a chaotic and ineffective stream of specialist appointments, none of whom had any background in her condition. Even when it seems apparent that her condition was terminal, Hatch noted that BC healthcare system hadn't even been able to provide her with the appropriate palliative care. However, BC was quick to approve Hatch's application for MATE, let's go. There was no other treatment recommendation or intervention that were suitable to the patient's needs or to her financial constraints. None of these applications factors were mentioned in Simon's ad, which instead highlighted what is called the hard beauty of assisted. You see a commercial, you think somebody is acting, only you find out this person doesn't even exist anymore. Her friends saw it, complained about it, everybody complained, they removed the ad, but the idea that you attempted it is so horrible because it seems that you're so comfortable and you want to convince me like, hey, I cheated, but it is okay. And you're gonna be like, I hope it's not going to go somewhere even worse, right? Nope, I got you covered, bruh. Grieving father who lost son to cancer in blistering attack on Canadian government, as it considers offering euthanasia to sick kids. It's like telling them your life isn't worth living. It's the slippery slope, but instead of slipping, it's just a drop down like FTX coin and Bitcoin, which happened a few weeks ago. We can do it. Nobody's gonna complain. They're gone anyway. So this guy, Mr. Schouten, the father, saw what happened to his son having cancer. He passed away. But yeah, he came into contact with this. Mr. Schouten, Director of Advocacy for the Associate for Reform Political Action ARPA in Canada, warned the criteria of assisted dying has been widely incredible quickly since it became legal in 2016. His intervention comes amid a fierce debate in Canada about an increasingly relaxed approach to assisted death. From the 10,000 Canadians who were euthanized in 2021 alone, up tenfold in 5 years. They are thinking it's easier to die than get proper medication or help that I want, so I'm going to request made, or those requests are being granted. We live in a society now that you can't just relax and leave it to the government. They're just gonna take it. Because if you want to be the honorable son, pakaw, 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 I will help you, papa. How terminally ill father desperate to euthanize as his devoted son to do him a favor and shoot him dead. And that's why his shattered family are hailing the man who pulled the trigger a hero. So in other words, the son missed a funeral. And you can do it by yourself. I'm not advocating. But they can do it on papers. Because hey man, we can euthanize you. But it extends to your son. It extends to your family members. There are people with mental health issues and you go suggest them, mate. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Would you all let me go do it to a transgender person that has dysphoria? No. The Duncan sisters. I will put all the articles so you can read it all by yourself. But in short, the mom was kinda sad. With time she was always happy. But when she was getting sadder and sadder, the doctor just recommended everything. Right? 2 doctors have to approve it. And then, hey man, click. She calls them, tell them, hey daughter, I'm going to make myself. And in 48 hours, she got made it. How imagine your son, grandpa, or whatever, somebody. Hey man, I'm gonna get married. 48 hours, bye. It's okay, I thought about it. Huh? And the only thing that you remember, my mother was not in the best state of mind. And she's gone? And now there's like an investigation. That is the most horrible way to lose a parent. That's worse, but you can even say goodbye to your parents because of COVID with the lockdown. Because I'm thinking, if it leads to, hey man, you're sick, you're sad, bada beam, bada boom, and we can do it behind your back with your parents, I immediately start thinking, who also does things behind your back? People with dysphoria. People that cut their breast, their pee-pee, or whatever, because we need to help the people from the LGBTQ. The school ain't going to report you. You can go to the doctors, 2 Zoom calls after, like the previous video I made, snippity sneeze, tapazaboop, ayo momo, you gone. I'm like, yo, what the heck is this? If they can do it like that, imagine somebody calls you, hey man, we have something to tell you parents. Your daughter made the call, she made her own decision or whatever. She's sleeping now with the bubbles. It's not that I'm laughing. I'm like, I want to cry, you know? I'm like, damn. I'm so protective of my son. And I can't handle this. I really can't. I can't. Just the idea that you can confuse a kid and you don't even consider mental health of an adult. And you do that. Make the adult then, no, adults, hey, you can just tell them. But that's when you can tell them to tell them. Imagine if it's a kid that doesn't understand the situation. I didn't have a mom. I had snippety sneap thoughts sometimes when things were hard. Now imagine if a bunch of doctors try to tell me that, hey, you can make yourself. I'm a guy that has everything in my life. I just had a surprise visit of a psychologist that keep asking me, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? For 2 days I came back, I was like weirdly depressed because it felt like I was doing an exam to convince her that I have some type of depression, and suddenly I believed the stupidity that I said and I was stuck there. Then my wife had to call me like, what the heck is wrong with you? Wake up! I know you had a bad life, a bad start. But you need to handle yourself. Grow some balls like you always did. Like your father told you. You can't give up now. You freaking crazy. You got kids. You got a family. I'm here for you. That's what people need. Somebody that doesn't give up on you. This is sick. I don't know, man. I don't even know what I have to say. But I want to let you guys know. You people know. Because we live in a society that is not really advocating for your best interest, which is your family. It's more like only your interest for them to feel good. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. It's sad. And I hope this gets fixed. And don't go to Canada. Because if Canada is trying to do this, it would not surprise me a country tries to copy it. So vote for the right people. Don't be silent, because if you're silent, hey, nobody's complaining, so we're gonna approve it. And then you'll be surprised when they tell your kid, your mother, or whatever. They will, hey man, if no medication is helping, you hate medicine, okay. Have you heard about MATE? Just be careful.